Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net, and this is part 2 of why deeds are so important. In part 1, I covered the fact that you're going to need a deed usually to make a claim in most states. Also, it's nice to know that the property did not change hands prior to the sale being completed, the auction being completed, which can happen sometimes, and that's not recorded or updated. Also, the other thing that's important with that is you need to have a transfer deed showing that it actually did sell. There wasn't a vacate. They didn't vacate the sale, so it actually did happen, so you can go after the surplus, because sometimes that can happen. But there's some other reasons why you need to have the deed showing that last ownership. One of them is, guys, if there's 3 people listed on the deed and it doesn't say anything else, just lists their names, each person has 1/3 ownership in the property, which means each person has 1/3 ownership or entitlement to that overage if there was an additional debt. Okay, we teach you how to do that too. In addition, though, they may only list one person, John Smith, but on the deed it says John Smith, a married man. So you're going to know that only one of, he's only entitled to half, his wife is entitled to the other half, 99% of the states, okay? The other thing is, what if someone dies? Well, if you've got John and Mary Smith, you've got to know if it says joint tenants with rights of survivorship or anything that says rights of survivorship, then it automatically transferred at that one person's death to the survivor. If that happened prior to the auction, then there was only one owner at the point of the auction, so you only need that one person to agree, even though it's got 2 names on it. Are you starting to get why this is so important to have the actual deed and to read the deed? It's extremely important, okay? Also, you can run into weird stuff like life tenancy, where there's a person that owned the property, but upon their death, it transferred to a remainder man. That's called a life tenant deed or a life estate deed, and that's important to know if that happened. And if the person died prior to the sale, then the property already remitted back to the remainder man, and that's the person you need to contact. The other form of deeds, and people don't understand this, is mortgages or deeds of trust. And what these are, guys, when you think mortgage or deed of trust, what I want you to start thinking is that is an IOU for the ownership of the property, okay? That is a deed, an ownership instrument that only comes into effect if the people stop making their payments. You have to pay to stay. If people stop paying, that mortgage or that deed gives the bank the right to take it back. They own it, and now they can sell it to make themselves whole. So you need to know that type of deed. That you need to know mortgages and deeds of trust, collateralization deeds, whatever you want to call them, because those debt instruments, although they're no longer attached to the home at the time of the foreclosure, that debt still remains against the person, which means they're still entitled to the overage in front of the owner. I know these other guys aren't teaching you this. They're telling you not to even research debt. That is stupid, and it's going to get you into trouble. Hope this has helped. Have a great day.